Hello, everyone. Today I will be discussing a systems issue within Connecticut's Birth to Three early intervention model. While Connecticut has many strengths in its family-centered, home-based approach, recent structural changes have unintentionally created barriers that reduce direct service time and contribute to provider burnout. My goal is to analyze these challenges and propose an integrated model that better supports children, families, and providers. I currently am a provider within the Connecticut Birth to Three early intervention system, and I see these structural issues head on. Connecticut Birth to Three serves infants and toddlers with developmental delays and disabilities under IDEA Part C. Services are delivered in natural environments such as homes, childcare settings, and community spaces. The model is intentionally family-centered and relies on interdisciplinary providers, including speech therapists, occupational therapists, physical therapists, developmental specialists, developmental therapists, and social workers. There are many strengths within Connecticut's system. Services are brought directly to families, which reduces access barriers and allows intervention within natural routines. Families are considered central members of the team, and IDEA Part C provides legal protections supporting individual services and transition planning. Connecticut previously employed dedicated service coordinators whose primary role was case management, paperwork, and compliance. The state later shifted to a model where direct service providers also became service coordinators based on the idea that providers who know families best can coordinate more effectively. Service coordination requires substantial documentation. Providers are responsible for writing and revising IFSPs, obtaining signatures in highly specific formats, completing consent forms, prior written notices, and transition documentation. These tasks often take hours outside of direct sessions, reducing time available for intervention, planning, and family support. Compliance is absolutely necessary, but the current system often prioritizes documentation perfection over service quality. State auditors review records for missing signatures, dates, or incomplete paperwork. Agencies can become highly focused on avoiding compliance issues rather than improving child outcomes. Providers are typically expected to manage at least 20 service coordination cases in addition to their therapy caseloads. Combined with travel, documentation, and family complexity, this contributes significantly to burnout. When agencies cannot retain providers, remaining staff inherit additional workload, worsening the cycle. Home-based early intervention often extends beyond developmental support. Providers frequently may find themselves navigating issues more closely aligned with social work or crisis support. Providers travel extensively using personal vehicles. While mileage is reimbursed, it often does not adequately account for vehicle wear, travel time, or the broader demands of community-based service delivery. My proposed model is straightforward. Connecticut should return to dedicated service coordinators. This does not remove family-centered care. Instead, it allows providers to do the work they were trained and hired to do: deliver intervention, coach caregivers, and support child development. Dedicated coordinators can manage compliance while providers focus on service quality. To maintain interdisciplinary collaboration, programs should implement regular team meetings and shared digital systems. This preserves communication while preventing role overload. These recommendations can be implemented in phases. Workforce restructuring should come first, followed by documentation review, compensation, advocacy, and stronger safety protocols for home-based providers. Early intervention exists to improve outcomes for children and families. When administrative burden reduces direct service time, the purpose of intervention is undermined. Systems should support compliance and care, not force providers to choose between them. Thank you so much for listening to my talk on early intervention in Connecticut and how we can improve it.